We tore down the worst bike I've ever seen, pulled off an impossible cleanup, and delivered an amazing transformation. But what happens after the restoration? Today, we answer the big question. Did this filthy, nasty, dirty Trek 2.3 actually make me money? Or was it just a headache? It all started with a lucky break. I spotted this 2009 Trek 2.3 on Facebook Marketplace. The seller, who was a friend of a friend, had a ton of interest, but knew who I was. A guy who actually rescues these neglected machines, so they offered it to me for a measly $50. If you missed the journey, this was a monument to neglect. We ripped off that old floppy chain, scraped caked-on gunk off the drivetrain, polished the frame until it shone, and rebuilt it with smooth, fresh components. The total difference between the initial wreck and the final result was unbelievable. Let's crunch the numbers on the investment. Well, we saved the frame and most of the components. Some of the things simply had to go, but the bike itself cost us $50. We replaced that disgusting floppy old chain with a fresh one for $25. The worn-out bar tape was swapped out for some new stuff for $15, and all the new shift and brake cables ran about $10. When you add up the initial cost of the bike and the cost of the necessary replacement parts, our total investment in this Trek 2.3 comes out to exactly $100. I posted the fully cleaned and rebuilt Trek on Facebook Marketplace for $250. Just like when I bought it, the interest was instant. After several messages, I met the eventual buyer, a gentleman named Juan. Juan was an interesting guy. He told me he was looking for a solid road bike because he had just started cycling with his daughter to train for a charity ride next spring. He needed something more reliable that wouldn't fall apart. He looked the bike over, felt how smooth the refurbished drivetrain shifted, and saw the shiny new bar tape, and immediately offered to pay my full asking price. So, for the selling price of $250, the once filthy Trek 2.3 found a new, happy owner. Now for the exciting part. Let's do the simple math. $250 selling price minus our $100 investment leaves us with a tidy profit of $150. Not bad for a bike that should have gone to the scrapyard. Money isn't the only currency I'm after. Let's take a look at how this series did on YouTube. The first video, $1,600 road bike destroyed, the worst bike I've ever seen, received just over 1,000 views, added 4 new subscribers, and YouTube paid me $4.15. The second video, Insane Transformation, Filthy Trek 2.3, Part 2, Cleanup, received just over 400 views, added 2 new subscribers, and YouTube only paid me $2.64. The third video, You Won't Believe the Transformation, Trek 2.3 Restoration Part 3, has received just over 300 views and is still climbing. As of recording this, the video has only been out 1 day. I've lost 1 subscriber. Who was that? If you're watching, please smash that subscribe button. I miss you. And finally, the video has not been out long enough for any YouTube revenue. I'm not going to get rich doing this, but I love sharing the rebuild process with you guys. So, when you combine the $150 profit from the bike sale with the $6.79 in ad revenue, this restoration series earned us a total of $156.79. Like I said before, I'm not going to get rich doing this, but the real value is in saving these old bikes so that they can live another day. This Trek 2.3 was a challenge, but its story proves that there is real value in resurrecting neglected machines. You get to learn, you get a wrench, and you get a clean bike. And you might even make a few dollars, especially if you save the components using the hammer of persuasion instead of replacing them. Here's my challenge to you. Don't let that forgotten bike in the garage or on Facebook Marketplace go to waste. Save it, restore it, and see how much money you can make. If you enjoyed this video, show that thumbs up button some love. If you're ready for your next project, hit that subscribe button for more restoration battles.